Welcome everyone. This is Acid Roots. We're going to review Destiny's Child's last release, least known, and that is number one. So this is actually a greatest hits, and it's comprised of all the hot songs that they had that were released to the radio for the most part. Now, the only real Destiny's Child album I reviewed is Destiny Fulfilled, mainly because it was more contemporary, but I'm quickly realizing that their earlier records did have some good stuff on it as well, because I like damn near every song on this album. So this is definitely, if it doesn't get a 10, I'm thinking it's probably going to get a 9. So that's still extremely well put together. So what's to be excited about on this project is there's likely a song that you've heard if you remember. Beyonce had a number one that came off this album called Check Up On It, and there's also 2 additional new songs on this project that is Destiny's Child as of 2005. So Michelle, Kelly, Beyonce, they're on here, and they pick songs. Really, there is such a huge stride between the first 8 songs that it really makes sense that this greatest hits is out, because they really did hit the top of the charts quite often. And the only thing is, it does eventually lose steam, but it's not to the point where it's going to detract majorly from the score. So really, the production on this, I'll name a few of the songs so you know what's going on. I feel like songs like Survivor, Jumpin', and Soldier and Lose My Breath those are songs that feel more like getting things started. You're getting motivated, you're definitely going to do things. Independent Woman and Bootylicious, and there's one other song I'm thinking, No 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 Part 2. These are more like regular songs, just going through the day more so than getting ready to go out. So, I mean, Destiny's Child handled this rather well. I've complained about this before. I might have even on Destiny Fulfilled, but most of these songs are kept in the mood. There is like a couple slower songs, but it's really not to the point of where you're not having a good time. So Emotion and Cater to You are the 2 songs that are like that, but they do serve a purpose. That's what you have. So really, you're getting the whole package. You get the fiery songs. You probably heard 3, 4, 5, or 6 of these songs, and there's some new stuff in addition to that. Check On It is a real kind of glossy song. I feel like that one's pretty immediate, and we'll talk about the rest of it. So the Unheard Songs, which are songs that you may not have heard, but should probably take a listen to. I like the whole project except for these 4 songs. Stand Up for Love, Emotion, Bills, 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 and Cater to You. Now, other than that, most of the project, like I said, you probably heard these. They go through extremely well. There were 2 songs I was on the fence about. Girl from the Destiny Fulfilled album, and No 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 Part 2. I think I'm going to wind up liking that. That'll probably be song number 11 that I like, but Girl is, the thing about it was Destiny Fulfilled had a lot of songs, but I just do not recall hearing the song Girl on the radio that much. I wish that they would have picked a better song from Destiny Fulfilled, because obviously they picked the singles, but there were better songs, and I do remember that being so. Can't name them, but the point being, getting this album and Destiny Fulfilled as like a double package will give you all your Destiny's Child needs. That's the main thing. The new song, Check On It, like I said, is immediate, and then Feel the Same Way I Do. That one is kind of, it may take a little bit of time to really start to like it, but it's a kind of sleeper of a song to me. So it's just not as immediate as Check On It. But yeah, I think, 12 out of 16, that's basically a 10. I'm going to give it a 9. and I guess I could give it a 9.5. The future, I mean, Destiny's Child said they broke up. The social score, this is going to get a 10 social just because there's so many songs on here that made it to the radio. Should be like, there's a word for it. Should be routine to know these songs by now if you've heard the radio. So, can it be topped? I think the answer is probably no. All of the new songs would have been hits. There would have been like a second check on it. Obviously this whole thing would have worked extremely well, but it already did. So 9.5 out of 10 and 10 social. And social means how well it plays around groups and people that you're with.